Hello, you guys. I'm Maria, and I'm the admin of the Money Making Esthetician Group. And today I am joined with.
Dianca Arcos Duran. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I am so excited to get started. So I guess we can start off with what are we going to be learning today?
Okay, today I'm excited. We're going to be learning a layering peel technique where we take one of our peels that's lactic acid based and we layer it with a hybrid peel, which is enzymatic, lactic, salicylic, mandelic, and the results are just amazing. Super smooth texture, soften fine lines, a gorgeous glow, and lighten pigmentation, especially if you do a series. So I'm excited to show you these results. And it's an interesting way to elevate your treatments and kind of keep the client's skin guessing and boost the peel as you go.
And who is this good for?
I would really target this towards somebody who's looking for kind of a healthy aging, anti-aging treatment, or someone who really wants to target hyperpigmentation, whether it's post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation or, your traditional sun damage. So just a great rejuvenating, revitalizing facial.
Who is it not good for?
Anyone that's, of course, whose barrier is impaired or anyone that's super sensitive, just because we are taking two professional peels and layering them on top of each other. And I recommend, if you're going to be doing this technique, not to do it on a first-time client, and definitely do this on someone that you've already used the peels on before. So for instance, you don't want to combine these without using them on their own at the first time client, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure they can handle the Flora Essence peel, they can handle the pomegranate peel, and as you get to know their skin, you can boost it by, combining the two.
Very cool. Do we have any questions? If not, we can get started.
Okay, let's get started. So we can just dive right into it. A little bit about Green Envy, just a quick 101. We're a non-toxic skincare line. We have organic, well-crafted ingredients whenever possible. We're all about clean formulas, but incredibly results driven. We want to give you transformative results. We don't use water in the formulas. Instead, it's going to be organic green and white tea. That way you get a foundation of all these catechins, polyphenols, and antioxidants. And a little goes a long way. So every product is super concentrated. We do a GPMS test on all of our raw ingredients to make when it comes to aromatherapy, just to make sure everything is toxin free and doesn't contain any contaminants. And we have some great before and afters on our site if you want to take a peek. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera over and we're going to get started on our Flora Essence pomegranate, brightening glow up peel. Ready?
Ready.
All right, this is Janice. Hi, everyone. Hello. And so one thing I didn't mention is we really want to create treatments where even if you're like in a medical setting, you still create little moments of relaxation. And I think that's super important. So that makes the actual protocol memorable for the client. It makes them not only look good when you're done with their professional peel, but they also feel great when they leave and they want to rebook right away. So we call that whole beauty, so that you walk out of there feeling good, mind, body, skin, all the things. So one little tip is to start with some aromatherapy. I can either spray a little bit of this Bliss, which is our aroma mist. Just shake it up and give it a nice spray. Have your client take a deep breath. Or you can take a little bit of our Vahadi Herb Infused Healing Oil. That's this guy right here. About 1 teaspoon into the palm of my hand. And this is a nice 1% dilution, making it safe for, children over 6, elderly clients, people with sensitive skin. So very conservative. 1 drop of the Bliss essential oil. And what I do then is encourage your client to take 3 deep breaths. Hover it over their face, take 3 deep breaths. And it looks so simple, but for a client who's relaxing on your comfortable, cozy treatment table, it just really takes things up a notch and elevates the treatment with just this simple step right here. Plus, the aromatherapy helps to relax the central nervous system. And I'm sure you know, in this day and age, we're always a little bit stressed, frazzled, anxious. And anything you can do to recalibrate that central nervous system is going to be beneficial for your client. So I'm just gently introducing my touch with that aromatherapy and that Vahadi Herb Infused Healing Oil. And then we'll get started. Okay, so one of my favorite products is our Purify Botanic Cleansing Oil. This is going to melt away anything she has on the surface. You know, thick SPF, stubborn makeup, you know, her own oil. We're just gonna gently apply this on dry skin with dry hands. This contains tamanu oil, which is really anti-inflammatory, even great for acne-prone skin. This also has camellia seed oil in here and a touch of salicylic acid to deep clean pores, but it's still safe enough to use around the eyes and on sensitive skin. So I'm just gonna break everything down on the surface. Then I add a little bit of water to create a milky emulsion, and then I proceed with my second cleanse. This is a product I just can't live without. I'm a double cleansing lady. I need to do a double cleanse every night. Are you a double cleanse kind of girl, Janice?
Of course.
Of course,
And
right?
this one's so lightweight. It feels so good.
I know, I love it. This, I mean, if you're an esthetician, I'm sure you're double cleansing at night. Okay, so see how that's kind of turning into like a milky situation there? And then it rinses cleanly off, so it doesn't feel really oily and sticky. Okay, we're gonna grab a warm towel and remove. And if you have any questions during this, feel free to let me know and I will answer. Okay, we're gonna follow. So after this, you can pick your own, kind of choose your own adventure for your second cleanser. We have an illuminating enzyme cleansing powder, which is a really gentle exfoliating powder with raw matcha and rice powder. It dissolves as you go. That's a great product to use on clients who are a little bit more, have more robust skin or a really great barrier. If you wanted to remove like the dead skin cells on the surface. In Janice's case, I'm gonna do the Soothe Herbal Cleansing Cream. It's a lightweight cream meant to be used on anyone from combination all the way to dry and sensitive skin. Another type of cleanser that rinses clean, even though it's a cream formula. Neck there, a thorough removal is key. Okay, next up, Soothe Herbal Cleansing Cream. This little beauty right here. And I mentioned everything super concentrated, so a little goes a long way. You don't need a lot of product. Your skin looks good already. I can't wait to do a peel on you. It's gonna be exciting. Exciting results. And this is kind of like a 30 to 45-minute treatment. You can easily make it an hour by adding your own, you know, long massage to it, an LED panel. Nothing I love more than like a nice superficial peel with LED. Speaking of superficial peels, our professional peels are all superficial, meaning they're working on that epidermis. They are safe for all Fitzpatrick skin types, and you can customize them, which is what I'll be doing today, is kind of layering two of our professional peels on top of each other. And there's different combinations. This one happens to be my favorite. I'm excited to show it off.
I love that cleanser that it like the Soothe, it also kind of emulsifies a bit, so you get a good lather.
Oh, absolutely. There's like a tiny hint of lather in it, so it's not like a creamy,
Yeah.
kind of like a cream, like a cold cream, not even
Right.
close, like a light cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're removing this. And we're ready to prepare our skin for our peel. So for that, I'm going to use a product called the Flora Essence Peel Prep. This contains witch hazel to kind of degrease the skin, niacinamide to stimulate microcirculation and really allow the peel to optimally penetrate, as well as some soothing ingredients. And so you can just apply that to some 4x4s and wipe it wherever you're going to apply your peel. It just optimizes peel result, in my opinion, by allowing it to really penetrate. Put that right here. And you're just going to saturate your aesthetic wipes with this product. I like that noise. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna make sure that it also removes any traces of cleanser or anything left behind, which is nice. And it's not gonna disrupt that barrier. It's not too harsh, which is key, especially when you're gonna be layering two peels. Okay, so now we're gonna do our Flora Essence peel. And if your client happens to be a little sensitive on certain areas, let's say they, just had a cold or they've had their, a facial wax, but they still want to, out of convenience, have a peel that day. We have several masks that you can use as a barrier, or serums like our Flora Elixir Oil Serum. You can apply that to those areas. You can apply our Firm Collagen Gel Mask, our Restore Hydration Mask. Let's say she had some irritation here, I would apply here and then just avoid that area altogether. But for this Flora Essence peel, it's right here, and it comes in a liquid form, right? Looks like this. This contains lactic acid, mandelic acid. This contains carnitine, which is a carnosine and carnitine. Carnosine is an anti-glycation agent. So this peel is fantastic for clients that are kind of aging and really want to target firming. This also contains hibiscus extract, which inhibits elastase, the enzyme that breaks down elastin. So I like to think of this Flora Essence peel as kind of like a hydrating, firming, healthy aging peel. Same. If I had to pick favorites, this would be it. And also great for clients who have hormonal acne or clients that are dehydrated, just because that lactic acid acts as a humectant. So I poured a little bit into a bowl here, and there's two ways to apply, either with a fan brush or an aesthetic wipe. So you can easily just like dip and apply, or what I'm going to be doing, just because it feels a little bit more gentle in my opinion, is I'm going to be saturating an aesthetic wipe and just swiping her face with it. Just like this. It's going to feel a little tingly. I feel like lactic acid is a little itchy on the skin. So just, it's completely normal to feel a little itchiness, a little tingliness. And we're only going to leave this on for about 3 minutes, just because we're going to follow with another professional peel. We don't want to go and leave it on for much too long because we run the risk of irritating the skin. So check your time. We're going to be leaving it on for just a few. And during this time, you can take like a handheld fan and kind of waft the face if your client's feeling a little itchy. You can do a little Topotman if you'd like. You can do a battery operated fan, or just, simply do some compressions and let them relax. These little, I love this stuff, this Hammond body lotion. It's medium weight, so it doesn't feel too heavy. And this Refresh is really, it feels cooling on the body. It's mint and rosemary. So it's like really it's invigorating. And it's not overpowering when it comes to aromas, since we did start off with the Bliss, because it is so fresh, if that makes sense. Kind of like a palate cleanser, if you will, when it comes to aromatherapy. Is that feeling okay on your skin?
Yeah, just a little itchy.
Totally normal to feel a little bit itchy, especially along the jawline here. And so then after this, in a few minutes, what we're going to be doing is layering the pomegranate refining peel, this guy right here. So this contains, of course, pomegranate enzyme. It's a true hybrid peel. So you have pomegranate enzyme, you have lactic, you have mandelic, you have malic, you also have salicylic acid, And then you have tyrosinase inhibitors, alpha-arbutin, and licorice. So a great peel to target any sort of blemish-prone, acne-prone skin, and especially hyperpigmentation. And it's a lower pH than the Flora Essence, so it's really gonna penetrate. And so I'm gonna pour a little bit into a bowl here, this guy.
I think
What it
it-
looks like. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think it's fun to point out that, we helped develop that product.
We did, created by estheticians for estheticians. I think that's really important when talking about our line is we're all estheticians and it's great to have that sort of viewpoint.
Yeah.
And, you know, while we're developing products, really let them know what's needed in the treatment room, what's working, what's not. Okay, so now we're going to whip this guy up and add it right on top of the Flora Essence. So you're not removing, you're just adding right on top. It's totally normal to get a little flushed, a little pink. It smells kind of herbal and like a hint floral. I like it. It's like clary sage
Mm-hmm.
and fruity. All in one. Okay, and then get your neck too. I always include the neck. I can't not do the neck. The neck and décolleté if I can a little bit. Okay, and we're letting this sit for another about 3 minutes. And how's that feeling on your skin?
It feels good. It still just feels a little tingly.
Okay, yeah, because the pH of the Flora Essence will kind of dip your pH. So when you do add the pomegranate, you shouldn't feel too much of a shift or like a discomfort because your skin's pH already kind of went down towards a more acidic level. So for the next couple minutes, really quick, I'll be doing a refresh. Boom. Quick little shoulder massage just to relieve tension. I mentioned just like taking, even if you're like in a medical setting, just taking a moment to help your client relax, stimulate that parasympathetic nervous system. And we do offer some Marma therapy classes and information. Marma point therapy is similar to acupressure in traditional Chinese medicine, but it's based in Ayurveda, which is an ancient holistic healing system based out of India. Takes into consideration the entire kind of constitution of a person. And these Marma points are points on the body. There's 107 that help kind of balance your energy. Each of them is associated with a different chakra system and organ. And so, you know, there's certain ones that can help with digestion, that can help just relax you, that can help calm anxiety. And so we like to definitely incorporate those into our treatments. There's one here on the shoulders that's great for stress, right here on the edges. And isn't this aroma just like a palate cleanser?
I love that.
Just like refreshing. Because sometimes people are maybe watching like, wait, she used one aromatherapy in the beginning, now it's another one, but it's not too much. Another minute, and then we will remove and neutralize. One thing to note, you have to neutralize all of our professional peels with our Flora Essence pH neutralizer, which looks like this. This contains sodium bicarbonate, it contains camellia seed leaf, it contains, what's it called? Panthenol and calendula. So really soothing, and it's gonna deactivate all the AHAs on the skin, bringing that pH to a more neutral, healthy level. Another bonus with this is it acts like a really great disincrustation solution. I'm telling you, this softens your skin, softens the sebum. So if you are doing extractions post-peel, like gentle ones, everything comes out so much more easily, and you run a much less risk of irritating the skin or creating any sort of like scars and marks from extractions, which is something you have to be careful with post-peel anyway. But yes, love it. So it's a 2-in-1. It's a neutralizer as well as a disincrustation solution. All right, let's go ahead and remove this pomegranate refining peel. And this time, this towel is kind of tepid, it's not warm, just because we did layer several peels. I don't want to create too much heat in the skin. Okay, so for our Flora Essence Neutralizer, we're going to just apply it to some aesthetic 4x4s, kind of saturate those, and just wipe the glaze.
How's my skin look?
Glowing already, girl.
Does
Wow.
that get pink at all?
A little, nothing crazy, just like a light flush.
Mhm.
So this guy, we're gonna just pour on some aesthetic wipes. I'm doing one now. Flipping to the other side. And I'm just gonna go over wherever we applied that peel. And this will just immediately neutralize. You can do a couple passes if necessary, meaning if your clients, oh, it tingles, it says it's tingling a little bit here along my jawline, you can do another pass.
How many treatments do you suggest, like space wise? Cause I do the fluorescence at home weekly.
You can do it weekly. I wouldn't
I mean, I
suggest
take
it.
a break. I mean, you know, every now and again I'll do 2 a month or,
Yeah, I would suggest every 2 weeks, every 2 to 4 weeks, just because you want to give your clients a moment to use their actives too at home in between.
yeah.
So like
Good point.
2 to 4 weeks is great. 2 weeks would be ideal if they're willing to come in, especially if they want to treat several skincare concerns. Okay, so we neutralized, and I love a series of 4 to 6 peels. That's when I really see some great results. Let's say you want to do extractions. You would take a fresh aesthetic wipe, saturate it in that solution, either apply it with a, brush to where you're about to do extractions, or you can simply take an aesthetic wipe like this, that's kind of drenched in the Flora Essence pH neutralizer, and apply it to areas where you're about to extract. Kind of like this, and let it sit for like a minute, then you're gonna remove and proceed with your extractions. And the skin is so much softer and the sebum is like kind of liquefied, so it comes out much easier. Especially if you're using like a skin spatula. We're not doing extractions today, so we're gonna neutralize, we've peeled, and now let's kind of infuse your skin with some amazing nutritive ingredients. Because when it comes to peels, stimulation is key. That's like your peel portion. Then you also want to give it some nutrition and you also want to give it some rest. When you have that formula is when you really see results. When clients don't listen to you, when they start using actives post peel, is when you start seeing the issues of like the redness, the flaking, the irritation. But if you're doing stimulation, nutrition, rest, you're good to go and you see some amazing results. So now we're gonna kind of do like a moisture infusion. We're taking our Restore Hydration Mask, this guy right here. You can see it's like a super rich cream. You can see how thick it is. Like if I flip it upside down, nothing is coming out. And this is incredibly rich. This has hibiscus, this has evening primrose, this contains squalene, which helps rebuild the barrier. You can also use this as an overnight mask or an overnight treatment, like kind of like a rich night cream. But after a peel on someone who's normal to dry, it just brings your skin back to life and it really helps with elasticity. I love to add a couple sprays of Hydrate Mist to make it easier and kind of creamier to mix up. And then whip it up in your bowl. And apply to the skin. Now, anytime I'm using something with like a humectant, anything hydrating, I make sure I hydrate the skin with our Hydrate Mist, which is like a supercharged hydrating toner. This contains hyaluronic acid, niacinamide. This has green and white tea and some rose distillate. So we're just going to spread a generous, even layer. And we have several masks. You can customize, you can mix them together, similar to how we just did the peel. But in this case, I just want to just infuse this moisture and hydration. This also contains hyaluronic acid, so you have like the perfect mix of moisture and hydration. Now, let's say you were doing a quick 30-minute treatment. You can even massage this in and let them, and off they go. If you're kind of in a hurry and it's just a quick express lunch type of treatment. So I'm going to be doing just some Marma points to show you while she's masking. Kind of relax those shoulders for a second, right behind her neck and at the occipital bone, right underneath, in that little divot, like right below where it protrudes, is Manya Mula, our Marma Point 32. And this is great for kind of balancing chronic energy. This also helps to stimulate lymphatic drainage, cerebral fluid, boost circulation, and great for de-stressing. And you're kind of going to cup the head and hold it. Like your fingers aren't holding anything because your palms are flat on the table. And I can't show you with this. They're kind of down like this, and then your finger is going up into that point. And then the weight is off. Like she's not holding her head up at all. Make sure your client doesn't do that. Just let them relax into your hands. Doesn't that feel relaxing? Where like you don't feel the weight of your head because I'm holding it, but I'm also not kind of fatigued because my hands are flat. The back of my hands are flat to the surface. Then we're going to go to Shankamarma Marma Point 3, which is located at the temples. And you're going to do medium pressure, especially here, medium to light. It's your temples, very, very sensitive spot. And I'm moving in a small circular directions. And then I'm going to be moving to Marma Point 14. Ajna Marma. This is like your third eye point. And encourage your client to take deep breaths if it feels natural to you. And then I'm going to go at the corners of the mouth. This is great for digestion. We know our gut is linked to our skin, so an important point for the skin. You're kind of pushing up in small circles. And then Hanumarma right below that little groove between the lip. Integral point for stress management. Yes, please. We can all use a little de-stressing. And then you can use the Restore Hydration Mask as a massage medium if you'd like. You can simply spray some Hydrate Mist to give you more slip, but the skin will absorb what it needs. And then the rest you can tissue off. This is just one mask you can use. You can also use our Vahadi Herb Infused Healing Oil, which is a fan favorite.
We have a question. Can you also add red light when using these peels as well, or is that too much for the skin?
100%. My favorite combination is red light. Just make sure the skin isn't like too hot, but we know that red light helps with inflammation. And as long as you're neutralizing and the client's barrier is healthy and they're not showing any like signs of irritation or too much redness, by all means, use the red light. I tend to do it on clean skin, but you can also do it with our Firm Collagen Gel Mask or HA Collagen Boosting Serum. But the way I was taught with like the device that I have, they said just use on clean skin so that you don't, alter the light waves. So up to you and your device, but I love the combination of a Pro Peel and LED. Yes, great question. Highly recommend. And so you can see your skin's kind of drinking up what it needs. And especially after that peel, it's really receptive to all the great ingredients. This is part of our 3-step process, those nutritive benefits. And the good part is if you're doing like a 30-minute treatment, you can still get a facial massage in and a mask in with just one step. So now I'm going to remove any surface product. Most of it absorbed, but there's a little bit extra on the skin. So a nice like tepid towel. So tranquil in here. I had like birds chirping outside. It's not a soundtrack, it's real. I always want to have music during these like demos because like the time where it's just like me removing the actual peel or the moments where I'm not talking, I'm like, I feel we need like a soundtrack. I've been listening to Frequencies in my treatment room by Miracle Tones.
Oh.
You can find on Spotify. It'll have like for anxiety or, calming, deep sleep. And I swear my clients like zonk out.
For sure.
Out cold. I do it for my kids too, like before bed. I'm like, put these frequencies on
Oh,
and chill. Okay, wow. The texture of your skin post restore is fantastic. Okay. Okay, everyone. Wow. Also, I didn't mention, you know what? Let's show this off in a second. So we're going to mist again with the hydrate. This is like my activator. I just use it through every step basically. So we're going to do the hydrate mist, and we're going to add some HA collagen boosting serum. This has, of course, HA, meaning hyaluronic acid. This also contains Edelweiss extract, which is soothing and anti-redness and anti-inflammatory. So great for after a peel for all skin types, from acne prone to really dry. This also contains tripeptide 38 and tripeptide 5. So it's going to target fine lines, wrinkles, dermal density. I'm going to do about 4 pumps like this. And the skin will just drink this right in. Just a nice way to plump and firm, and then a great product to retail post peel because it's soothing, it's anti-aging, and it's hydrating in one. That's what I love about our serums, is there's so many different, you can target so many different concerns with just one product. We're all busy, ladies and gentlemen. It's just nice to have, products that work for several things. Okay, you can go over the lips if you'd like to plump that up. Okay, and now we're going to add some moisturizer. I call this the Goldilocks. It's called Protect. It's the perfect blend of moisture and hydration with zero pore clogging. I've had great success even with clients with acne that are more on the dry side. This contains goji, matcha, a lot of antioxidants, and the consistency is fantastic. Sorry. And then we're gonna add a little eye cream called, I'm gonna go with Renew Eye Complex. This guy right here. And what I love about this, is that there's like a little hint of gold mica in here. I don't know if you can tell in this light, probably not. But there's like a hint of gold mica, which allows the light particles to kind of reflect the light. And it really helps with dark under eye circles. Besides the gold mica, it also contains vitamin C, bilberry, and guava. So great for dark under eye circles. And peptides. So it's great to like apply this and then concealer. This is the way it covers the dark circles. And then I'm gonna apply a couple drops of this Flora Elixir. It is a botanic oil serum, 14 different cold pressed oil to have elasticity, moisture, and give your skin just a gorgeous glow. You can mix this with your moisturizer, put it on top. You can mix it with your tinted moisturizer or foundation to give you a gorgeous glow. And just to finish up, I'm gonna apply this and then give you the bless you.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was on mute. I'm sorry.
That's okay. A quick pass with these chilled cryo globes. The oil will give you a nice glide, and it just feels so great after all like the manipulation and the stimulating ingredients of the peels and the the massage, the restore hydration mask. Though it's moisturizing and soothing, there is something about it that boosts circulation a little bit, right? So it just feels good to have these chilled cryo globes over the top as kind of like letting your client know, letting your client's skin know to kind of calm and soothe before they leave. And it helps any redness go away as well.
I heard fantastic things about these globes.
They're great and they're really ergonomically correct. They're just easy to maneuver. Some globes I've used before are just a little bit cumbersome. These just are easy to use.
Are they in stock?
Yeah, they were, that's funny because they were not in stock for quite some time and now they're back in stock. So
I
if you-
put the link in the chat.
Awesome, thank you.
Very good, great price too.
Yeah, I think so. Good quality. And it just feels really great. We're gonna finish with a little lip balm. Yeah, I like when the tissue kind of cools off a little bit. That's when you know you're good.
That was great.
A little lip balm for you. And here. And then I like to also finish with the same way I started, either that hydrate mist or a little bit of aromatherapy once again. So one drop in my palm mixed with a little Bahati, or if you didn't want to get your client, more oil on their face, you can simply just put it on like a towel. So take a deep breath. Just some gentle compressions. And then back to that Marma point 32 at the back of the head. Kind of lift your head, cradle it. Release any tension. And then the temporalis. You are good to go. Can you turn a little if you can get some light on here just to show the glow? We don't have like a studio light in here. It's just daylight. So I don't know if you can see, but you're looking good, lady.
Feels great.
Yeah, anyone have any questions? I'll go ahead and flip to me. Any questions so far about this treatment or the line? I'm happy to go over anything.
I'm watching the comments.
Oh, gotcha.
What would you say is a good one favorite things to retail, and what would be a good like starter kit? Because I know you guys had those kits that I thought was really cool.
Yeah, so the starter kit for like retail or like a pro? Pro,
Both.
right? We have bundles for pros, so if you wanted to, bring in the line, we have ways to kind of save money for you where you still get a bunch of back bar products that work with a variety of skin types, so we have that for you. And then for retail, we have some new kits coming that are a great way to try the product. We also have Luxe mini sizes, which are like if you didn't want to invest in like a full-size serum, you can try Luxe Mini, which is going to be like a travel size for you. Still a substantial amount of time, not just like a sample where you can have that for like a day or two, but enough for like a week plus to give you an idea of if you love the serum or not, which I'm sure you will. So that's a great way to try it. And then my favorite product, which is a really hard question, sounds easy because I love so many things, but I would say the Purified Botanic Cleansing Oil is a fan favorite just because it works on all skin types. The Mandelic Resurfacing Serum, it's gentle enough for even sensitive skin, but it works for hyperpigmentation, for kind of healthy aging, anti-aging, and for acne. So it's like a one-stop shop where everyone can use it several times a week to really help with texture, fine lines, pigmentation, and any sort of like clogged pores. You can even bring in some retinol with it. Just don't use it on the same night. Kind of stagger the two, and you're going to see some amazing results. I was just talking to Janice about she's been doing that, and so have I, and we love those results. So favorites: Purified Botanic Cleansing Oil, Mandelic, the retinol, and the HA are mine. What about yours? Do you have any favorites, Janice?
You nailed them.
Oh, look at that.
I have one you didn't that I'm obsessed with. It's the CBD massage medium.
Oh, yes, love it. Love the CBD. It
Yes.
doesn't, you're right, doesn't get enough credit it deserves. Like kind of, it's not like a skincare product, so I don't, mention it too much, but I'm obsessed. There's CBD in there and also arnica and helichrysum, so that helps with like bruising and pain. And then you have a lot of menthol in there to immediately help with any sort of tension and pain. So it's like a nice add-on or a nice kind of upgrade or just a way to elevate the treatment. If your client comes in complaining of, any sort of like neck tension, shoulder tension, you can be like, I have just the thing. A quarter size dollop is all you need, and it just really helps to relax. And I think Maria can vouch for me. It's amazing.
I love it. I use it on every treatment. What about the back bar, the RX? Is that it? The muscle relief?
Yeah, that's it. The Relief RX muscle cream.
I'm putting everything you're talking about in the chat. I just want to, I was just introduced to Green Envy and have been trying out the samples. I love the cleansing oil and the hydrating mist.
I'm so happy. Yes, those are two of our best sellers. And make sure you try some of the exfoliants too, because you can do like a little mini facial at home and see what the results are like.
The pumpkin guys is amazing.
So yeah, we have a 3% for kind of retail or for more sensitive clients, 3% glycolic, and it's pumpkin enzyme. And then pumpkin enzyme and 20% glycolic is the pro. And especially now for like September and peel season, I know it's not groundbreaking, pumpkin for fall, wow, but people love it. They love it. And it's spicy, it boosts circulation. I call it like a instant like facial in a jar because it gives you this gorgeous glow. It boosts that circulation. Once like the pinkiness goes down, you have this like lit from within glow. You have to try it to see what I mean by spicy. It's kind of like if you know kind of thing.
Alrighty. What peels do you not recommend using with LED? And are they all okay to use LED as long as their skin looks good?
Yes, all of them are okay to use LED. There are no peels I don't recommend using LED with. Of course, this is a case-by-case basis. If you do a peel on someone and you think it's going to be completely fine and they're just a little bit more irritated, maybe stay away. But then again, I feel like if you remove, neutralize, and the skin is not too hot to the touch, I feel like LED has helped me get client skin to be less red. It's anti-inflammatory, that red light. So I have had 100% great results using our peels with LED. Because they're superficial, still professional strength, but superficial. So you're not gonna be like flaking and peeling and have like desquamation. It's just gonna be like a nice boost. And then that LED really helps to kind of take those results home.
She said, thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. Any more questions?
So I guess there's no questions. Where will they find you? You're on Instagram. I'm gonna send this out. The replay will be up on our YouTube. I added the links into the chat. And is there anything else?
No, we're at Green Envy on Instagram. You can go to greenenvypro.com if you're interested in becoming a spa partner. My Instagram is greenenvy_Dianca, and then Janice's is greenenvy_Janice. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and we're looking forward to hearing from you.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thanks, Maria. It's a pleasure. See you later. Bye.